People viewing my drywall texturing videos have complained that they're too long or that I talk too much and don't show all the steps. So I'm going to show all the steps in one short video. We did some electrical work and made circular cutouts to fish the wire. I saved the cutouts and used 1x3-inch lumber to brace them to the wall. I think this bracing method is much stronger than using drywall clips. The next step is to apply a very thin skim coat over the patches. I am simply spreading pre-mixed joint compound, which you can buy at any hardware store, with a drywall knife. This coat is thinner than a typical skim coat. The only purpose of the first coat is to secure the drywall tape. Specifically, I like a fiberglass tape called Fiba Fuse. Again, all the hardware stores sell it. You just cut the Fiba Fuse into strips and lay them over the wet joint compound. You need to use drywall tape to hold the joint compound in place over the thick joints in the sheetrock. If you don't, the joint compound will sag and bulge at the joints and may crack when it dries. Once you have the drywall tape in place, spread another thin layer of joint compound over the tape. First, you need to press down and pull your knife over the tape to secure the tape. Then you can make a second pass, leaving enough joint compound to cover the tape. Now it's time to texture. You need a drywall pan. Scoop a blob of joint compound into the pan, then mix with a small amount of water. You don't need to use much water. Next, you will need a spaghetti roller. You can search on Amazon for spaghetti roller for texture. This roller is manufactured by Linzer. The idea is simple. You just spread the thin joint compound over the roller, trying to evenly cover the roller. Don't overdo it. You simply roll the joint compound over the area that you're texturing. I only waited an hour after the first skim coat, and I did not sand the wall. A professional would sand, but for small patches, I don't think it is necessary. After the texture is set for a few minutes, you will probably want to run the putty knife over it to knock down the high spots, but this depends on the texture you are trying to match. I like to take one last pass with a dry spaghetti roller to put a light positive texture in places where we have flat blobs of joint compound after the initial knockdown. To wrap up the video, here's a zoomed-in view of the texture. Of course, the joint compound isn't dry, so the color doesn't match the paint. After priming and painting, it will be hard to see where we made the repairs. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.